Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish,
keep
guys.
all the good work
The
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys.
Yeah.
You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Yo, what's going on, people? Team Kopish, you know what time it is. It's a Wednesday. That's right. It's not a Monday. It was going to be a Monday night show, but we had to change things around. You get me? So now it's a Wednesday night show. Show them. But now, big up everyone in the chat. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Team Kopish, we're here. It's a man like Matt takeover just for a little bit still, just for a little bit. But Drift will be joining me today. Unfortunately, Cal can't make it today. But me and Drift going to chop it up. And we might do the show a bit different today as well, because Tuesday's been international break. News has been a bit thin to the ground. You know what I'm saying? So we might do it a bit differently today. Pause. What we might do is ask you lot to talk about the topics you want to talk about. Obviously, it's got to be Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we're going to do that. So obviously, if you super chat in, we'll talk about the topic that you want to talk about. We'll dissect it. Do you know what I'm saying? And we'll move on to the next one. So yeah, man, we're going to change it up a bit today still, guys. It's Wednesday, innit? It's not Monday anymore. It's not Tuesday. It's Wednesday. So yeah, man. Big up everybody in the chat as well. Big up everybody. What's everyone saying? Let me read out a few comments still. What's everyone saying? Big yards. Big up yourself, brother. Big up, bro. Mafaloo 79. Team Matty Show. You done know. Big up yourself, bro. Francisco. Big up, Matt. Big up yourself, brother. El Silva. Matt like Matt. Take over things. You done know what time it is, people. You done know. Crypto. Play some clips, Matt. ASAP. Listen, I'm not trying to get the show, you know what I'm saying, demonetized and taken off on copyright strike and all that, but we'll see what I go on. You never know what's going to happen, innit? You know what I'm saying? You don't know. HR, Matt, check what Fabrizio said about Andre, possible in January, I think he means. Yeah. I saw that. We'll talk about that still. We'll talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that still. H, we'll chat about superheroes. No. We're not going to do the super thing. We're going to do Liverpool, but obviously, like I said before, super chat what you want to talk about regarding Liverpool, and we'll chop it up. You know what I'm saying? So we'll switch it up today. You know what I'm saying? We'll switch it up. There one's there. Big up Kai. Yes, man. How you doing today? I'm blessed, you know. I had a good day, bro. Man, I had a good day. I can't even lie. How everyone else had a blessed day as well. I'm in a really good mood today, innit? I've had a good day. Don't get me wrong. Work was a mad thing. Work is stress, but that's just work, innit? You get what I'm saying? You work and you deal with it. But other than that, my life is blessed. My kids are blessed. My family's blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool, brother. Big up yourself, Kai. Big up Jamie Phillips as well. Drifty will be joining me, people. Don't worry. Imran says we got to talk about Sobo in the internationals. What do you mean, like in terms of like how he's playing or he shouldn't be playing? Yeah, expand on that, bro. John Conway, big at yourself, bro. Love as always, John Conway. Football gospel, Matt, you look happy you must have ate. I wish I haven't. I'm gonna have my dinner after we finish the show. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, and I hope everyone's watched Top Boy as well, because I've seen it already. You're not spoiling my thing. Understand? So big up the people that have watched it as well. If you have watched Top Boy, I'm not gonna lie, it was good, but I don't think it's as good as the other seasons. But that's just my opinion, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion still. Big up Sean. Oh, yeah, Matt Takeoff. You know what time it is already. Gene Gray, salute at Matt in the chat. Big at yourself, Gene. Hope you're blessed. Big up Larry as well. Evening, Matt, bro. Los Blancos, don't worry, man. Drift will be here in a bit still. You know what I'm saying? Big at yourself, Los Blancos. Oh, Imran's. Oh, you don't want to? Yeah. We know. I know. We don't want him to get run into the ground. Straight. Matt, can you manage to watch Top Boy but not UFC, man? I've seen both. I'm not gonna lie. Less said about that, the better still. Oh, look who decides to join.
Whoopsie. What's
Look
going
who
on?
decides to join.
What's going
Never
on?
seen that
No
in the
Top Boy
background.
talk. No Top Boy talk. I haven't had a chance to watch it.
Yeah, watched it yet.
No.
But you see,
It's someone else's fault. But I'm not going to talk about who, why, where, and what.
Oh, I ain't even seen the top. But I'm not gonna let. But I finished that like when when it was it Thursday. My must have saw it on the weekend. Was it weekend still? Finished it on the weekend, you know. Can't even lie. We got
I mean, that comment about the UFC. One thing I will say is,
let's not talk about that, fam.
What happened to your boy?
What
happened to your boy?
No, big man thing.
What happened to your boy?
No, I'll be honest. Anyone that watched it, it was complete domination.
This is the wrong day for Callum to not be here.
Complete domination pause. However, something to seem off. Like,
oh, it did it?
No. All jokes aside, Jeff. I'm not making excuses. It's almost like I don't know, like, bro. It's like man's mind was else. Do you know how mad it was? Every punch and kick he threw, I could see it, and I'm not. I don't compete. That's the easiest way for me to explain it to you. Not an excuse. I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking, how can I telegraph what Izzy's doing, and I'm not a competitive fighter? And I said to myself,
maybe he's just a basic you, innit?
Oh, we're doing that. He's so basic, but he packed in Whitaker twice. But cool, say nothing.
He beat Whitaker up when he just come back from life-saving surgery.
Yeah.
But you want me to believe? You want me to believe that you've got a valid.
Just let Whitaker do up punditry, man. His time's done. He got beaten by that other guy as well. Let him do up punditry, man. But no, I'll be honest.
Like the police would have beat him as well, blood.
I'll be honest. I'll just be honest. Like, that didn't look right. And even Izzy, even the whole the press conference didn't talk. Then he said something, and I don't know if you saw, Drift. Straight away after the fight, he went and spoke to Dana. Did you see? Like the first thing he did. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on with my man?
I read his lips. He said, "My heart ain't in it anymore. I'm done."
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. But listen, we're not here to talk about UFC, even though Drift wants to, because he's always going to be Izzy hater.
Just a quick question. After an absolute dominant loss in that way, do you think he deserves a rematch?
Yeah, because he was the champion.
Tyron Woodley wasn't given a rematch against Usman after.
Bro, Tyron Woodley cannot compare to Izzy, bro. Let's not do that.
No, but Tyron Woodley was a dominant champion.
Come on, bro. Let's not do that.
No, Matt.
Let's not do that.
He was a dominant champion.
Let's not do that.
He lost to Usman, and because it was a dominating win for Usman, he wasn't given a rematch. Man. Am I lying though? People, am I lying? Izzy was dominated for the entire fight, bro. So at what point does he deserve a rematch?
Bro, he's been the champion.
No, he hasn't. He got beat a couple.
Yeah. Obviously, no. I was gonna say up until Pereira. Don't want it back here. He's one of the most active fighters you would have seen in the last 5 years.
So honestly, was Tyron Woodley. Woodley defended his belt. Woodley defended his belt 3 times in 1 year.
Izzy fought 4 times in a year, bro.
I don't believe that. When it was 3, it wasn't 4. It was 3.
It was 4, bro. I can't.
And 3 or 4 is still active. You're still an active champion, right? Tyron Woodley wasn't given a rematch, so why should Izzy be given a rematch? No
disrespect to Woodley, because Woodley is for his time. Woodley's serious, but I know what you're trying to do. It's calm, innit? He lost, innit? He lost. There's nothing to say. He lost, innit? And he lost. The man, listen, you have to give Strickland credit. And the fact that Strickland even said as well, which suggests to you that Saturn won't, right? In my opinion, yeah, I thought that was gonna be a bit like that was easy for him, innit? Strickland didn't work hard. That was easy. That says a lot, bro. Saturn, and then again, I could be so wrong. For all I know, he fights Izzy again and he beats Izzy again. But I think Izzy beats him personally. Saturn didn't seem right to me, but we moved. But anyway, people, let's talk about the football.
Jamie's actually got the real answer, which is true. Dana hated Woodley. That is
true.
Yeah,
he hated him from time. He couldn't stand him.
But regardless,
man was all trying to pick opponents to try and beat him.
Regardless, your boy took a beating.
No, anyway, bro, he lost, innit? He lost. It is what it is.
We moved. It's Wednesday, people. Big up everyone in the chat.
It's Wednesday, and we're still here to talk about football. You get me? So, like I said, people, the show done change up for today, yeah? It's not Monday, ain't Tuesday, it's Wednesday. So, if we're talk about Liverpool, we're gonna let you guys decide what we debate about or talk about. You guys super chat in what you want what you want us to talk about, or chop it up. You get what I'm saying? Pause, and we'll go from there. Still, you get me? But let's keep it. We're just gonna keep it Liverpool. We're not gonna do the whole international, just Liverpool, because obviously we got the game on Saturday. You got the preview coming up soon as well. People don't obviously that's gonna be coming out later on this week. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you got the watch along on Saturday because we're the 12:30 kickoff as well. We're finally gonna be televised again. You know what I'm saying? On a Saturday, which is blessed. So yeah, man. We're gonna let you guys decide what you want to talk about Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? But
I didn't realize I was on mute there. Just quickly, bro. Something that I want to talk about before we start. You see the Europa League, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How much? Like, do you believe that what happens in the group stage kind of does have a big knock-on effect on what happens in the knockout stage? Or do you think because they're two totally different parts of a tournament, they've got nothing to do with each other? Like, just so you know what I mean. Like, say you absolutely scrape out your group, like by the skin of your teeth, in a group you shouldn't even be struggling in.
Yeah.
Do you think that would then roll on and in the knockout stage you'll be as vulnerable? Or do you think it's like you get that little break in between, you shake it off, you keep it popping, and then it might not have anything to do with it whatsoever?
I think group stage and knockout are two different things. When you're in the group stage, you just want to qualify. You just want to get across the line. You just want to make sure you get first or second. Obviously, you try and get first. If you can't, you get second, yeah? When it comes to the whole knockout thing, teams, in my opinion, try and raise their level. But one thing you have to be careful of is that there's very few teams, in my opinion, that has the switch, that can just switch on and just be serious. If you're good of a team and you're well coached and you know how to play the game, so to speak, at the highest level, like I feel like we should be able to do, I do think that when we are in the group stage, you'll see us pump teams up, then you'll see us relax a bit towards the latter, and I'm expecting us obviously to qualify, and then we'll go in sort of like another gear in it, because you shouldn't really need to like. If you look at the teams as well, them teams there shouldn't really be troubling us, bro. And if they are, we're in trouble, innit? And that's why I think Klopp will definitely start pretty strong, stronger than what people would want, but then he'll ease up as the competition goes, because he'll look at it and go, yeah, we're kind of 30 now. We just need a draw, or do you know what I'm saying? Or I trust these lot to get me a win. That's what I think. Or what do you think?
No, I don't necessarily think it does count. I think a very good example of that is when we barely got out of the group in 2005 and then we won it. Like we got out of that group by the skin of our teeth. That Gerrard volley literally
that was
got us over the line.
Settings.
Yeah, when we beat Olympiacos 3-1. And if we'd have won the game 2-1, we were out. We had to win the game by 2 clear goals. We scraped out of the group by the skin of our teeth on goal difference, bro. We got out of the group on goal difference,
bro.
And then we went on and won it. So for me, it kind of does prove that there isn't a correlation between the groups and the thing. But I do agree with what you're saying about that kind of switch, that you have to be careful, because if you go too far in the complacent direction and not being as on it and not being as professional, it can be hard to come all the way back. You know, a little bit like
100,
if you're arm wrestling with someone who you know you're stronger than, there's only a certain place you can let the person get your arm to before you go, and come back. They might get to a point where it's like, right, I don't even matter, I'm stronger than them. They've actually got the leverage
because
right
you
now
got too much to do,
angle,
innit?
you got
too much to do.
Do you know what I mean? So we've always got to make sure that we're at least here. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't end up. So I agree with you that like you do have to make sure you don't get complacent within the scenario. And there's a lot of people have said, big up to the chat, if you don't win the group in the Europa League, then you have to play that playoff game. So it means that you get that extra game. Or the extra 2 games, you know, like when Man United had to play Barcelona in that playoff game last season when they beat them. You don't want to have that scenario either. So you do want to win the group to make sure that you. And you know what? Credit to UEFA. for making a scenario that means that you do have to be a bit more serious about the group stage. Because if they didn't do that, people would probably just be willy-nilly in it. People would be like, you know, like half-assing it, like, you know, let's just get over. How many points do we need? But they're doing it in a way of like, no, if you don't win the group, there's like a repercussion, you know, and you end up actually getting not a punishment, but like having to play an extra round of games isn't exactly what you want to do, innit?
Yeah, not for real.
So yeah, I think that you can switch it on and off. But the reason I ask is because I wanted to ask you how serious you think we're actually going to take the Europa League in terms of the amount of players that we play that are from the Premier League squad. Because obviously the Europa League is going to be coming up soon. Do you think that we're actually going to put out a properly weakened team? Because I don't, you know. I reckon Klopp's going to make about 4 to 5 changes max. But I don't think he's going to do a wholesale, like 10, 11 changes, because there's never a world where that works. It just doesn't work. We've seen so many times when we've got knocked out of a cup game. At case in point, I don't even mean to point fingers at them, but Tottenham went out against Fulham in the League Cup the other day because they tried to do the whole change up the whole team.
Okay.
And because it don't work. Look at the momentum they've got. In the Premier League, they've been really good. Postecoglou tried to do the whole, give the fringe players a go, change up the whole thing. Bro, and they're out of the cup now. Like, it don't work, bro. It don't work when you try and change up the whole thing.
Klopp won't do the whole 11 changes or 10 changes. He won't do that. He'll do like, I think he might do like 5 changes, something like that. I think he'll do one of them ones there.
That's what I think.
Which is fine. But again, like, no disrespect, but we're not Tottenham though, innit? Our squad is no, bro. Listen, we're not. Spurs,
you know what? Everyone's got to be careful of Tottenham this season. You know,
I'm not scared of Tottenham, bro.
No, not scared, but everybody's got to be aware of them. Everyone's got to be.
The league has just started,
and
Tottenham have started. Listen, Tottenham have started very well, but who have they played of any difficulty? Did they play Man United? Have they played Man United? Tottenham.
Yeah.
And who won the game?
Tottenham won the game 2-0, innit?
Hold on a minute. Why don't I remember that game? You
remember it was an even first half. I think it might have been 0-0. It was an even first half, and then in the second half, Tottenham just completely took over and then won 2-0, if I'm not mistaken, in the end.
Hold on, let me check the thing. Because for some reason, bro, that game there, I have no recollection. I can't even tell you. Hold on, Man United. I can't even tell you who scored. 19th of August, didn't it?
Who did score in that game again?
Sarr and a Martinez own goal. I don't know why I don't remember that game.
Yeah. Martinez own goal. It was a good game of football, to be honest.
I'm sorry, people. I don't remember that game, but Spurs. Yeah, they won 2-0. 56% possession. All right, so basically, Spurs have had one game against a very good side. But then again, I suppose you can look at it like us. We've only played Chelsea, innit?
No, we had to play Newcastle and Villa, bro. What are you talking about? We've had quite a difficult start to the season, bro.
Yeah.
The only team that's had a harder start to the season than us, in my opinion, is Newcastle. Too much. Newcastle's had a ridiculously tough start to the season.
You know why though? Because they got beat by us. I'm telling you from now. Big up Kendall. You know, so love, yeah, but still.
No, Brighton battered them as well, man.
No. But here I'm about to say. When we beat Newcastle, dare I say, we took their soul, fam. No, bro, we went down to 10 men. No, we did Shang Tsung, innit? Mortal Kombat, if you know.
Your soul is mine.
Your soul is mine. Brother, they had 11 men. We had 10. Yeah? We had no right to get any time. Bro, let's keep it a buck. Even when we got the first goal with Darwin Núñez, we were like, God, mad, at least we got the draw. At least we didn't lose, yeah?
The win was unexpected, 100%.
And then 2-2s, we go and score again. Bro, that does not happen. That does not. And I'm telling you, that game there, Eddie Howe just said, yo. And the confidence from Newcastle, and I know what you're saying, they got beat before, but they should have won that game. Let's keep it about. They should have won that game.
They have had an unbelievably hard start, bro. Let's actually just.
But it's also pressure, though.
They beat Villa in terms of a convincing scoreline, but if you actually watch the game, Villa were actually in the game for large parts. The scoreline was a little bit deceiving. But bro, their first 4 games is Villa, City, Liverpool, Brighton. You couldn't really ask for a harder start to the season, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, but you're being backed by you're being backed by all the money in the world, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for them.
This is what they wanted, though, isn't it? This is
yeah. They want.
I'm not trying to have a go at Newcastle.
You want to rank with the big boys? Hey,
I'm not trying to go at Newcastle because Newcastle are actually supposed to be where they are now. Because Newcastle historically are a massive team. They're massive. Their heritage is serious. Let me just put things into perspective. Newcastle's heritage is serious. They're not a joke when it comes to heritage. Even from their stadium, bro, when Newcastle have had like 54,000 for a minute or 55, how many? They've had that stadium for a minute, you know. Big up the Geordies because I got.
St James's Park is one of the most iconic stadiums in England. 100%.
It's not a joke. Big up Newcastle, all jokes aside, because this is how I remember Newcastle. Newcastle are a top team, and they're kind of going back there. However, what it is I will say to Newcastle, all jokes aside now, this is me being genuinely serious now, is that it's the pressure and expectation on Newcastle has changed for them. Last season, there was no expectation for them to get top 4 because the season before, they were fighting relegation. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And now, do you get what I'm saying? Now they're going gauchos. And you
know what? I'm gonna say it here right now.
They're not doing thing no more, bro. They're not doing that. They're going shard now.
What's today? Wednesday.
Pulling up a month early and everything. They're trying to get bookings now. That's what Newcastle are on. They're
Put this right here, right now. I'm gonna say this right here, right now. On the 13th of September at 9:33 in the evening, Newcastle have been found out, in my opinion, in terms of like they were a surprise package last year, but now everybody's ready for them. And I truly believe Newcastle are going to finish outside of the top 5 and will be either a Europa League or a Europa Conference team for next season. 100%. 100%. Newcastle, in my when the Champions League kicks in and all of their mojo gets taken away by them taking a beating in that competition on a regular basis as well. Remember the group they're in?
No, their group they're in, bro. I don't know. I need to remember.
Remember the group?
But their group, they're the group of death. They're the group of death.
So they're gonna take a whole heap of beatings in the Champions League, and their momentum and their confidence is gonna take a hit from that. And everyone in the Premier League is kind of ready for them. One of their best players don't even want to be there because if you look at the body language of Tonali, this is why you don't buy players.
No, but he started well. No, we can't do that. He started well though.
Yeah. He started well against Villa. Well played. But if you look at his body language against Brighton as an example, that's a man who's like, why am I here?
No, but he played well against us until Eddie Howe took him off, to be fair.
I'm telling you, bruv. Go and look at Tonali's face when Newcastle did the reveal video.
No,
I've never seen a player less enthusiastic about being at a football club in my life.
He's just land. Let him land. He's just landed.
This ain't about his ability, by the way. Tonali's a baller. I want Tonali at Liverpool. But he's mental. But he don't want to be there. But the first thing he said when he saw the Newcastle gym was,
I know,
but this ain't got shit on the AC Milan gym. But no, you don't say that, innit?
She said something like, was it as
don't
big as the one back
say that, bro. Imagine you just got with a new girl and the first thing you do when you try her dinner is say this ain't as nice as my ex's dinner. Nah, bro, you don't do that, bro.
No, you gotta let him land.
Nah, bro, there's some things you don't do, bro.
Well, put it like this, he's going back. So he's going back to the X.
Within 18 months, he will be back in Italy.
Well, he's going back to the X this year still because they got Milan in the group, they got Dortmund, and they got PSG. That's the group of death, bro.
That makes it even worse.
PSG, Dortmund, and Milan and Newcastle.
Newcastle are getting moved up in that.
No. Do you know what I'm gonna say about Newcastle? Don't underestimate them because if they listen, you see, because it's the start of the season, everyone's going after 4 games, and rightly so. You can only go after 4 games, yeah. Don't think just because what you see in these 4 games is going to define your season. Don't always work like that. It doesn't. We know this.
No, I agree with that.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't think Newcastle, put it like this, Newcastle are good enough to scrape through. They are good enough.
No.
They're good enough.
Bro, I think the most they can do is get
go to St. James's Park with their confidence should not be an easy feat for nobody.
The most that they can do is a draw at home to Milan and a draw at home to Dortmund. In that group.
No, they can beat Milan at home on their day. If you catch Milan cold, no. Milan are a bit iffy, bro.
You know.
No. Don't get twisted. Milan started well, but Milan are also that team that they can beat Dortmund at home.
I don't know, you know, bro.
Well, they could beat Dortmund.
No, I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying I don't think
they just can't beat PSG at home.
Remember, Dortmund and Milan are still seasoned vets in this European thing, bro. Newcastle, this is all new territory. Do Newcastle have a player other than Tonali who's actually even played Champions League football?
Let's not do that, though, bro. They got ballers in the team, though, bro. They got ballers in the team. Bruno Gomes.
All I want to say before we move on, because I don't want to do the whole talk about Newcastle.
Just talking about Newcastle and Liverpool. Yeah.
In my opinion, I think Newcastle versus Liverpool, or Liverpool versus Newcastle, whichever way you want to spin it, in my opinion, is the most prestigious in terms of drama and excitement fixture in the Premier League history. If you go through all of the years and years of like what those two teams create when they play each other, it's never a dull moment. I can never, as far as my memory goes, remember Liverpool versus Newcastle, and it's not drama, red cards, last minute winners, excitement, madness. Like, for some reason, that fixture is always a fun game to watch.
True.
Whichever, do you know what I mean? Whichever way you want to look at it, Liverpool versus Newcastle is always an epic football match. It's just that's how it feels to me. Maybe I'm just being biased, but that's how.
I'll say it's one of the most exciting fixtures of the season, if in terms of history and prestige. I would say going back to like flipping the Collymore one to them when they had I'm thinking of Leeds actually. I'm about to say Tony Barr, but in that same game I said about Collymore, the Tino Esprio one, the man there at the Solano one, Ginola.
Solano.
Remember Ginola, bro? No, Newcastle are about it back in them day. They're about it. But like, again, expectation is a lot of weight for, like you said, for certain players who haven't played at the highest level of football. So they will be tested. However, I don't think it's about quality. It's more about mentality, I think, for Newcastle. But all jokes aside as well, I know you said he's a good player. But if there's one weak spot at Newcastle, I don't want to be bad-minded to them. But I think to myself, you got your Harvey Barnes and you got the Gordon on the left. But you see Almiron, I think they need an upgrade or someone that is ahead of him, but he still can be in the squad, but like, like that next level up. For example, if Newcastle got Moussa Diaby, I think there'd really, really be a problem, Because Almiron is obviously he's diligent, hardworking, and at times can have a good game. But I think just for that extra bit of quality.
Yeah, I hear
because Almiron went for a purple patch, and I think people were like, you know what? Like, he's not rubbish. And he's not rubbish. I'm just saying, I think...
No, I think Almiron's a good player.
Yeah, but I just think if you want to take next level, you got to go to better than good, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. But then he makes a very good squad player, which is what's good about having 100% like he is. Around, yeah.
I'm just saying, if they would have got Moussa Diaby or something...
Bro, yeah, Moussa Diaby would have made it a whole new thing.
That's what I'm saying.
So here's our first topic from our super big up yourself. Lloyd
big up.
Says, this has been bugging me. As a big team with such rich history, why do we get so much hate as a club? With rivals, they literally join forces against us. What do you think of this, bro?
I think when it comes to Liverpool, I don't want to do the whole they're picking on us, but history, prestige, present, put all those things together and you've got one hell of a football team. People, obviously, if you're a rival fan, you don't want to see your rivals succeed. we used to succeed back in the 80s, yeah? And everyone used to go, oh, no, you just keep going back to the 80s. Da, 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 da. You're just like, you're old thing, rare, tear, tear. Cool. Jurgen Klopp joins and things shift about now. Pause, yeah? All right, cool. Klopp brings his own dynasty. We pick up every trophy under Klopp. Of course, you're going to hate Liverpool because you're thinking when we were growing up, bro, being a Liverpool fan was, listen, it was difficult, fam. I can't lie because Man United were about them days and so were Arsenal. And when you think of the early 2000s and the late 90s, it was kind of Arsenal, Man United, if we're being real. We were always there and thereabout, but we were never the headliner.
You got to put Chelsea in there as well.
Yeah. No, but we had our moments, obviously. We had our moments. Obviously, Houllier, we had our moments and everything there. You get me? But we was never like we didn't win the Prem. Bro, we didn't win the Prem until 2019.
Yeah. But the Prem is the Prem. Like
no. But that's
winning the league is winning the league. Like
no, of course. But obviously, we won other cups. Obviously, during like.
No, I'm saying that was a thing people threw at us because they like to be able to say with the name change, it means that you haven't won.
Yeah.
That you haven't won. It's the same thing.
But what I'm trying to say is, especially the 2000s, though, when it hit 2000, I'm not gonna lie, we done well to win trophies, but we never. Like, obviously, we won the Champions League in 2005, but we weren't consistent. Like, we weren't in a battle all the time. It will be like 1 minute we win Champions League, and obviously in 2001 we done a treble. And then, like, you go how many years on, and then we didn't really win anything. And then Brendan Rodgers gets us close to where we needed to be. Then Klopp finally gets over the line. So we was a little bit hit and miss, innit?
We were. But that makes it even more weird that everyone was jealous because when we weren't winning, people were still jealous. So I don't really get. That's what it's.
I just think when you're serious,
it's just jealousy, bro.
But
when you're officially the biggest club in England, haters are gonna hate, innit?
Bro, I take it as a compliment, though. You know why? Dare I say, imagine if no one spoke about you. You know why? That means no one don't care. No one don't care about you. Everyone just thinks you're dead. You're finished. Like everyone just thinks you're meaty. Everyone just thinks that you're below par. But when people talk about you, it's because they got something to worry about. That's the only reason why people talk. You know. Let's keep it a buck. You think rival fans? No disrespect when I say this, yeah. But do you see Man United fans, Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, Tottenham fans talking about Brentford, for example? And I don't mean to speak to Brentford, but when I say this, they don't go on Twitter and start tweeting about Brentford unless it's about Ivan Toney, innit? Let's keep it a buck. No one don't talk about them because they don't see them as a threat. We're a big threat to everybody. That's why no one likes us. Because at any given time, we're just on that scene. And then we're just like, we're around, innit? What are you lot saying? We're around. Out of nowhere. And there was no warning. Remember when Jurgen Klopp came to Liverpool? Everyone was like, he left Dortmund under a cloud. He ain't got it no more. Pause. He can't do nothing rare, tear, tear. We were like, no, give the man time and see what go on. You're just chatting. Remember these times there, we had Emre Can, we had flipping Lucas Leiva, flipping Adam Lallana, the old school man there. Everyone thought your squad's dead. Look at the squad now.
Everybody who slept on Klopp when he first got here was just
you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
But you know when we beat Chelsea, was that Klopp's second game in charge? You remember when we went to Stamford Bridge and Coutinho scored that beautiful left-footed curler? I know that was quite close to the beginning of Klopp's
the one
reign,
where he wrong-footed Ramirez, I think it was.
He scored a brace in that game.
Was it Ramirez? What is it, Ramirez? He cut in on his left, and it. Why am I? No, was it actually Ramirez? Or am I going way old school there?
I know Coutinho scored a brace.
Or was it Kante? Game. I can't even remember. You know. I know the way you're talking about.
It wouldn't have been Kante. I don't think Kante was there that them time.
So it might have been Ramirez. Was it Ramirez then, people? Who's the one where Coutinho faked onto his left and then bent in the corner? Who was the guy that? It was Ramirez. Listen, Carl will be proud, you know. It was Ramirez, fam.
Ramirez was a better player than.
But hey, you're the only one that said that, though. I'm a little bit worried. Okay, Master. All right, cool. Big up. For a minute.
Yeah, Nito Nova, you're right. First game was Spurs.
Oh, it was Ramirez. Big up everybody. Big up H. Big up Marcel. Big up Hashim. It wasn't. I was right. Okay, it was Ramirez.
It was Kante was there when
2016.
Chelsea. Yeah,
Ramirez was a problem back in the day.
Yeah. I think was that the year Leicester won the league.
Leicester won the league in 2016. Yeah.
With that, Klopp's first season was the year Leicester won the league.
Because that's when Vardy done the madders at King Power, where I think he slapped the ball past Mignolet from that acute that kind of looped over him. It's one of them. I think it might have been that one.
Was Liverpool's first full season under Klopp the year Conte won the league with Chelsea, right?
What's that again?
Klopp's first full season when we got top 4 on the last day against Middlesbrough. Was that the year Conte won the league with Chelsea that year, right? So I think Leicester won the league. Yeah,
because Leicester won it the first. Leicester won the first. Leicester won. What was it? Did Leicester win 15-16 and then Chelsea won 16-17, people? Is it that one?
No, I think it was. No, it can't have been.
Was it that one, people? Leicester won 15-16 or was it 16-17? No, Leicester won 15-16, bro. I swear.
15-16 would have been. Hold on.
Leicester. And then Chelsea won 16-17.
13-14, we nearly won the league. 14-15, we had a terrible season. And the beginning of 15-16 is when Brendan got sacked and we brought in Klopp.
Round.
It would have been 15-16 then. And then that would have been that it was 16-17 that Chelsea won then, right?
I think the people are saying I'm right still.
So Leicester won the
15-16 was
Chelsea
Leicester.
Won the
and 16-17 was Chelsea. Yeah.
Well,
hey, Kyle, be proud of me again. My memory's starting to get a bit better still.
But I think I do believe it's the jealousy, me personally.
Of course it is, bro.
I think there's just something about because what you got to remember as well, and again, maybe this is coming from a biased point of view. You lot can let me know if you think I'm being biased. When you've pretty much been dominant in all aspects of everything that there is, to some degree, you don't have to be dominant to the point where you're the best at it. But if I read off the honours, let me just read off Liverpool's honours in terms of like what we have, just generally speaking. So, so this is I just want this to load up so I get it exactly on the money. Load up now, man. All right, here we go. Okay, so straight off the bat, Liverpool FC is one of the world's most successful football clubs with 50 major men's honours. Now, I think they're counting Community Shields in there, which
they're counting, I think, every trophy in it.
Yeah, but
yeah,
as we know, we got 19 league titles, which is only bested by Man United. We've got 6 Champions Leagues / European Cups, which no one in England can even talk to. We have a FIFA World Cup. Like even the women's team has won 2 league titles. Big up the women's team. We've got 8 FA Cups, which might not be the record, but it's still a lot of FA Cups. We've got 9 League Cups, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the record. Or has somebody overtaken us now? If I remember, there was a point where Liverpool did have the most League Cup wins. I don't know if someone else has got that now.
And that might be. I think it might be Arsenal.
It is still us, though. No, not League Cups. Arsenal's FA Cups, bro.
FA Cup, sorry, FA Cup. That's
League Cups. We've got 3 UEFA Cups / Europa Leagues, which is still a lot in terms of like European wins.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 4 Super Cups. Yeah, they are counting the Charity Shields. I'm not going to count the Charity Shields, so I'm going to leave that there.
Yeah.
But if you think about what I was talking about in terms of our majors, we have literally. You know, like we ain't even just got like 1 UEFA Cup. We've got 3 UEFA Cups. We haven't got 1 Champions League. We've got 6 Champions Leagues. Like we've just pretty much been successful in all the major aspects of what it is in men's,
100. That's one of the best professional teams in football.
So everybody has that kind of like, you can't really throw shade at Liverpool in that way. Like What club can come and talk to us? Even Man United, who've got one more league title than us, we've got double the amount of Champions Leagues they've got. So there's always going to be something that, do you know what I mean? That anybody who tries to come and talk to us about something, historically, we've always got an answer for everything. And therefore, I think it just kind of, I don't know. It just, because I think we're quite a humble bunch. Every fan base has got dickheads. Every fan base. That just goes without saying.
Yeah, that goes without saying, though, innit?
But if you look at the numbers and you work out the ratio from good, normal fans to dickhead fans, the Liverpool ratio heavily favours the good fans. When we won the league, I don't even think we were that, like, we didn't rub it in people's faces. We weren't going on that. But, like, if you actually think about it, I think when we won the league, we were pretty calm about it. Can you imagine some of the other fan bases if they'd have won the league?
Yeah, true.
Can you imagine if Man United won the league this season?
Yeah.
The internet would break. If Arsenal had won the league last season, the world would have stopped spinning.
Yeah, I think, do you know what it is? It's so mad. Like, I generally feel like as a fan base, rival fans disagree, but I think we are actually kind of humble with it. We are kind of humble still. I don't think we do a madness like other teams do an absolute madness. We don't do that, you know. I feel like we're very...
I don't think we do.
I actually would say we're kind of reserved compared to like... And that's just because we... What's the word I say? We got like... I don't know, man. I don't know what the phrase is, but we just know ourselves, innit? We don't need to go out there screaming to everybody how great we are. We just let everybody see how great we are. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, see the Champions League when we beat Spurs, it wasn't even a great game, but it wasn't even a great victory in terms of like how we played, but everyone saw the damage that we did to other teams to get there, innit? Everyone saw what we was about. Even getting to the Champions League final, like against Real Madrid, like 2 years ago, everyone saw the damage that we did up until that point. Like, I don't think we really need to shout to the hilltops. I just think sometimes what it is that people try and downplay what we do because we don't scream and shout about it. So it has another effect as well. Because we don't scream to the hilltop, so to speak. They'll try and downplay it. Oh, you man won when it was COVID. Well, hold on. There was a killer virus. People's lives were at stake. So much was going on, and these men were able to still be on job and win a tournament that would probably, at some points in their minds, may not have been their first protocol because they're thinking about their families. But you're trying to discredit that. You're also trying to discredit Champions League by saying we played Spurs. Yeah, but Spurs deserve to be there in that particular year.
Plus, who we had to play to get.
No, I was going to say, and we are one of the best comebacks in history of football. And not only that, when we done the double 2 seasons ago, the FA Cup and the Carling Cup, all people kept on saying is, yeah, but you didn't win the league. Okay, we didn't win the league. We lost the league by, 1 point in the end. And we didn't win the Champions League. Unfortunately, we got beat by a better team. But we still won a double, but they'll downplay it.
I don't even think they are a better team. I just think on the day, their goalkeeper kept them in the match.
Yeah, well, on the night. My whole point is this year. If we would have won all 4, I kid you not, that's why everyone was praying for our downfall. The people would not be able to accept Liverpool winning, like completing football in 1 year. We would have completed football, you know. Do you know how bad? Obviously, I wanted my club to do it. I wanted my club to do it more, just so people recognized how great we were and how great we can be. Do you know that? Because I think people never really give us respect when we got brother, it goes back. I'm going off a tangent here, but I don't care. Even the Gerrard thing, it's like, oh, he didn't win a Prem. I understand he didn't win a Prem, but you also have to look at how was his Prem career. Look at the players he played with. Did he play in an era where those players like Xabi Alonso and Mascherano were there for like 7 to 8 years? No, he was not. He wasn't in a team like that. But he's still one of the best players to ever play the game. Bro, Steven Gerrard is legendary, but rival fans will make you think Lampard, Scholes, all these other men there were better than him. Mad thing. And I see
No, but the thing is, bro, what you were saying about the
Mad,
whole
bro.
COVID thing, in my opinion, what's hilarious about people trying to say we won the COVID year? No, Man City won the COVID year. That's what actually annoys me. Liverpool already had the league wrapped up before we even had to stop and go on the break. Do you not remember? Like, the league was done, bruv. Everyone knew the league was done. Man City had to play 2/3 of that season behind closed doors. But apparently, we won the COVID season. When all we had to do was win 3 games when we got back to just solidify that it was like mathematically we actually had won it. But like that, but that's what the hate does. That's what the hate does, bruv. I just let the haters hate, bruv. And you know what's mad? I know that if I could go into the heart and the soul and the mind of every rival fan around the world,
you know what time
on the final day of the season, at the point where Coutinho made it 2-0 Villa,
bro,
and everybody thought, of course, Liverpool are going to get another goal against Wolves. Oh shit, Liverpool's about to do the quadruple. Because I truly believe, and this isn't me just like talking for the sake of talking, people will say that everyone's going to hate. If we win the league, we win the Champions League. I do believe, and it's not excuses, we were a bit deflated and the momentum was kind of halted by not winning the league. You put all of that effort into the league and you find out that within, 12 minutes of winning it, you haven't won it. It wasn't even like Man City just battered Aston Villa and the game was done. It was only in the last 12 minutes of the game we was about to win the league.
That game came on TV a couple of days ago. Yeah, they was doing, they did the Premier League years and they done that year, yeah. I caught that game where Villa went 2-0 up. Bro, I kid you not, yeah. That game sort of made sense to me. Villa were 2-0 up and cruising. Out of nowhere, Man City scored 3 goals in the space of about 6 minutes.
Because
the way how the goals
shit the bed. We have to be honest, bro. He shit the bed. He brought off their 2 attacking players who were keeping hold of the ball and actually giving the problems to go defensive, because in his mind, he felt like with like 25 minutes to go.
That's what the game didn't show you, though. Do you remember?
No, Watkins
remember
missed, like,
when we were
chances.
What? I remember the Premier League years didn't show that. They probably showed that for they probably didn't show that for a reason. Yeah. Ollie Watkins, I remember, should have scored twice or 3 times, bro.
Yeah.
And they didn't show it. Oh, it's that time, bro.
It's a combination. It's a combination because the people are right. Mings being one of the shittest centre backs in the Premier League, and Aston Villa kind of like, and we got to be honest. I know he's our legend, but Gerrard shit the bed. He took off Ben Rama, and he took off Coutinho.
Matting, innit?
Why are you doing that, bro? Villa had the game in a chokehold. City couldn't cope, but he did that typical thing that managers do where they get a bit booming. They think, let me be defensive now. And once there was no threat left from Villa, City could like pile on the pressure. Do you get what I mean? Because City couldn't pile on the pressure when they weren't being able to control the game in that way. That's the inexperience of Gerrard. Obviously, let's be honest. Like, sorry, not Ben Rama, Buendia. My bad. I always get.
Yeah, I knew who you meant. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Ben Rama's West Ham. I get it. I
knew you meant. Yeah.
When he's in that moment when he's 2-0 up, don't get twisted. You think Gerrard's not thinking about Liverpool? At the moment he's 2-0 up, he's not thinking about Aston Villa anymore. He's thinking about Liverpool.
And he shit the bed. Let me stifle them.
He shit the bed. He tried to go
defensive. What he's doing, bro. And
to be fair to him,
Villa was the best defense.
To be fair to him,
yeah.
If my man went the deadest, and when I mean that, that's why they left Mings at the stadium and the bus drove off. If man weren't the deadest centre back in the Premier League,
Mings is a joke.
Have you seen the mistake that Mings made for them to get the goal, bro?
Joke, man.
Bruv, like, I'm just saying.
Mings is a joke, man. And Ollie Watkins, them man there, yeah. It's so mad because on any other day, Ollie Watkins buried those chances. That's what gets me so mad. It's not like he's not capable. Ollie Watkins, bro, seeing that game there and them going to not 1-0, 1-0. Do you remember I was on the phone to you? I called you. Do you remember? Do you actually remember? I called you, went, Villa got 1-0 up. You're like, bro, it don't mean nothing. I called you again and said, bro, the 2-0 up. You went, Nah, bro, don't do this. I remember
no, bro. Remember, we was live on that day, bro.
No, but I called. No, I don't think we were because Wolves won a live. It won on TV.
No, it was, bro.
Was it on TV?
Maybe you weren't in the stream, but I know me and Cal were definitely.
Maybe I wasn't in the stream there because I called.
Yeah,
maybe
you weren't in the stream, but me and Cal was there, bro.
But I remember calling you because I said to you, "Video were tuning up," and you were like, "Shut up, don't do this, bro." Remember, I said to you, "Don't check now."
Let me actually go and check.
I don't think I was there, bro. You were live. You were all there, bro. I kid you not. I called Drift. Because I remember calling him. Bro.
I'm sure
when Villa went 2-0 up. Do you know what it must have been then? Could it have been half time then?
Oh,
no, I remember calling you, bro.
Let me see.
Was we all there?
We cover a lot during games, bro.
But I remember you was all there.
No, we were all there, bro. We was all there.
My man said man's going back in time.
We were all there, bro. We were all there.
Bro, so I must have called, but I don't know why. I remember calling you, though, specifically about the second goal. I don't know why.
Yeah, we were all there. We was all there, bro.
Bro, I don't know, man. I remember, listen, I've been into footages there.
We were all there. But we've spoken a lot. But what I do know is, if we'd have won that game, we win the Champions League because the momentum was there.
Yeah, I hate that momentum.
The momentum was there. And every single as soon as Coutinho made that 2-0, Gary Neville even said it himself. He thought,
hold on, someone said Matt came in at half time. Is that true, Drift? Just double check. Because people think I'm going crazy. I'm not going crazy.
I just closed it. Hold on.
No. You need to reopen that case. Reopen the case.
Hold on.
I don't think I was there from the start. I remember calling you, fam.
No, you was there from the start.
Right at the beginning, from the beginning.
Yeah, you was there from the beginning.
No, bro. That don't make sense.
I'm looking at it right now, bro. You was there.
Someone needs to. Where's Jamal? Jamal, find footage of because bro, I remember calling you, bro, on that game because I said Coutinho's got us 2-0 up. And I didn't say it on screen.
Hold on.
I didn't say it on screen, bro.
Hold on. I'm trying to.
Tom Missy says I'm in a multiverse thing. Broskies. People in the chat, my brothers, I kid you not, a phone drift. It's not a joke.
This is bringing back bad memories, you know.
Swear.
Yeah, you know what? Let me just watch it with you. Look. Let me actually watch this with you.
Yeah. So was I there from the ultimate beginning?
Bro. You was there.
I remember calling you. So then it must have been.
And what's so mad is at the end of the game, a lot of people. I think he got mad for the Champions League, fam. Do you know what?
By the way,
go to the beginning of the stream, Drift.
No. You was there. Look, you was definitely there from the beginning. Yeah, look there. You was there from the beginning. That's the first opening minute of the game. You was there.
I'm praying.
I'm trying to remember the moment.
I caught you. It's not a joke.
It is. No,
I'm trying to remember the moment when Cal got too excited because Coutinho.
All right, even though the footage right now is making me look like right now, footage.
No, I don't want to see a score update. Let's time.
Do you actually remember me calling you, or you don't remember when I said Villa up? Do you actually remember that? You don't remember that at all?
No, we was live, bro. We was live.
So you don't remember me calling you at any point?
Jota, man, you can't dive in like that, Jota. You trained with him for how many years, bro?
I don't think you did. We was live, bro.
Virgil might have to come on here.
Bro, I kid you not.
Live.
I called you.
2020
result.
Scored.
Someone's edited the tapes.
Yes, guys.
When did Coutinho score?
Really need to make sure.
Was it in the first half or the second?
I don't.
All the one-on-one, though, man. Years.
I'm trying to. When did Villa score?
I know they scored in the first half.
I didn't really like that. Is a good point. Because I want them in the league now, man.
1-0 Villa.
I'm sick of this shit. And that means that he won't get
the prize. Bro,
Someone just said, why would I call him?
Well,
I probably called him because we're trying to have a conversation that we're on air, big man. You know, like that. Some people just think, why would you call man? Because the conversation didn't want to be, you know what I'm saying? Not everything has to be on air, big man. Pause.
Anyway.
Not like that. Pause, anyway. But yeah. But no, but I actually remember calling you. All jokes aside, I remember, fam. Man ain't going crazy, but still.
It might have been another game though, bro. Because
bro, it was definitely no. It was definitely that game. I remember, bro. I'm not going crazy. I know the people don't think I'm crazy, but still. But yeah, mad.
Anyway.
That
was bad reminiscing. I don't even know why we just.
I don't even know why we even went back to that freaking game like we won or something. We didn't even win.
But anyway, big up Lloyd for your chat though. Big up Chris as well. Just started this Chris said. Big up Drift for welcome to Raccoon City. The details on the movie was on point. Now they are. It was the first Resident Evil movie that felt like you was watching the game, and that was what I liked about it. So big up Chris. Glad you enjoyed it, bro. Well, I'm definitely not going to read out that name, but I see the Arsenal fans downplaying our COVID title. Yeah, of course, because
they're this and again, like they're gonna do that because what it is, Arsenal fans thought they could par with us because remember when Wenger had Sanchez and Ozil, and we just started our later on, we would have started our Mane and Salah era. We were going to buck them at that time, innit? And it was us guys that were kind of the best of the rest, so to speak. And because both clubs were similarly run as well, American owners, you know what time it is. It was always a comparison thing with Arsenal. Always. Big up Jamro. I know, fam. I don't want to spoil it for Drift because Drift ain't seen it yet, but yeah.
Here we go. This is it. I found it.
What bit?
We're going to relive the pain. Fuck it. This is how you get through it.
No. I thought you were going to bro.
This is how you relive the pain.
Warming up. I think Bobby's warming up.
Is it?
So at what point was this? What, Villa scored?
Actually, rough.
This was 1-0 Villa at this point, I think.
Just going for the motion.
Oh, we need Diaz in this game as well.
We do. We're not feeding him enough, to be honest. Fred, are you bothered about the budget today? Oh my gosh! Played Mane.
Bro,
Man ain't bothered about defending today.
Lino.
What is the heartbreaker to say when Man City to start bombing in goals?
It's hot, man. My head is on fire. Burning the blood.
Big up Bruno. Man said,
this is what happens when you got so much going on.
Get out! Well done, Robbo. Calm. Get up.
Anderson. Yo, what the? Yo. Play Sadio.
Well done, man.
Hey, what's a ball for Naby? Go! Mo! Name's sake, Mo!
What's Cody high-fiving, man, for?
Nah, Cody.
Brother.
Nah, Cody don't know the assignment, bro. What's a ball for Naby? Wrong-footed volley, you know? I was like, bang it, Mo. It's just that extra
touch.
Yeah.
Or Diaz, pass to Diaz if need be.
Drift, you know, in this whole time, you ain't said
I can't take this, you know. I'm actually...
I was an emotional wreck, bro. I was an absolute wreck, bro.
Oh, my heart.
I can't take this. What's going on?
He hasn't. No, he hasn't.
He has, bro.
He hasn't done it.
He has. Bro,
No, he ain't.
I
Shut
can
up.
hear the crowd.
Bro,
You
I'm
man,
not gonna
shut
lie. I
up,
feel like
he's
I'm
done it.
reliving the emotions all over again.
He has, you know. But I can't take.
He hasn't done it, surely.
Nabi, bang. This is. Bruv, I think he has. I think he has.
I need to
He
see
has.
Sky Sports, bruv. I need to see your Sky.
Let me tell him right
Cal,
now.
don't do anything. Cal, don't move. Don't move, Cal.
Bro,
Don't
Sky
move.
Sports, can you please just put it on air for us, mate? We just need confirmation. We're gonna get confirmation in the next 30 seconds. Just watch.
By the way, I'd just like to say that
Hold on,
Connor
don't say
Cody-
nothing. Don't say
no,
nothing.
Connor Cody.
What did I tell you?
No, my number 10. My number 10.
That was shameless, you know.
Brazilian of all time. My number 10.
Let's go. Let's go,
Go,
Trent.
Trent. Go, Trent. Ah, handball.
Bruv,
Corner. Take something. Coutinho.
bruv.
50, do you believe? Do you believe? 50?
You gotta believe now, fam. If you don't believe now, you come on,
Handball.
bro. I'm telling you right now,
Oh, man.
it's our time. What's happening
Bro.
here?
Lock off the thing now, man. Lock off the thing now, blood. Man said it's our time.
Oh, man. Fucking hell.
Nah, that is pain, you know. I can't even lie, bro.
No, that was extremely painful. That was extremely painful. But fuck it. It is what it is. Lloyd says, cook some curry goat drift. Boy, I'm not gonna lie, curry goat's a bit too strong for my stomach right about these days still.
Big up Ram. He said, Matt went fully John Cena. My time is now. Big up Ram. It's so true, bro. Nah.
Oh man. I still can't believe we didn't win the league from Aston Villa being 2-0 up.
Same. Because all jokes aside, Aston Villa are not a crap team. It's different if it was like hard to explain. Different if it was like Southampton or something, where you're like, they're gonna just get thumped up anyway. But Aston Villa at that point when they signed Coutinho on a high. Do you remember?
No, but we did think City were gonna absolutely smoke them.
No,
nobody thought that they were going to be 2-0
I thought Villa might do something because at that point, Villa Coutinho got a goal in his debut against Man United as well for Aston Villa still. They were on like a little thing. Villa looked like they might do something, but it wasn't meant to be, fam.
The only way I would have been happy is if I'd have heard that Villa were like 5-0.
No, not 5. Even 3 would have given Man City something to think about. But as good as Man City are, you have to remember when we won the league in 1920, a 2-0 deficit. I still feel like when you're that good, you can overturn a 2-0 deficit because you just need one goal and everyone starts panicking, and that's what City did. They scored one goal, they saw the panic in it, the euphoria of the fans as well, bro. You know what I mean? If Villa could have just held out a bit longer to like the 80-something minute, would have made Man City sweat a bit more.
I think it was Jammer, but somebody made a good point as well. If we were winning, I think that City would have really felt the pressure. But I do believe that there was probably something about the information getting back to City that Liverpool weren't winning that kept them encouraged as well. Because, say we were just absolutely battering Wolves, like 4-0 or something like that, then maybe City would have been like, oh, shit, and Liverpool are like winning and rare. But like, it might have been keeping them keeping their heads in the game. It's like, oh, but Liverpool aren't winning. We're losing, but Liverpool still aren't winning their game, though. And like, do you get what I mean?
I don't want to talk. This game is giving me PTSD, bro. I can't even lie. It's just making me remember, like, flip. And you know what's so mad about that season as well? We had quite a few banana skins in that season in terms of in the league, how we dropped points, yeah? And in a weird way, we didn't have a right, because remember, we went on a run towards the end of the season that kind of got us to where we were, innit? because we was kind of like hovering around third, and then we just went on a mad run, bro. That's the like, oh, bro. Yeah, you have to give credit to Man City there because another team might have folded. They might have folded at that point.
I hear that.
You have to give them credit. As much as we can sit here and say scandals and them thing there, you have to give them credit just for footballing. It just stands in footballing ability. Like you can't say them man ain't got a great coach or they ain't got great players. You can't deny that. We can talk about everything else in terms of sponsorship and transfer fees and rare tear, but you can't talk about them, man, when it comes to just playing football, man. Them man are serious. And the thing is as well, their coach somehow manages to kind of make the team is able to go through an evolution every year, and they're still able to be who they are. They don't necessarily go through a revolution, but they go through an evolution, and then that's a serious thing to do to keep them, man. They're motivated and them thing. So,
big up Bayesian every time. Says fellas, big up. Drop the beat for my son Liam, who's 14 today.
Yo,
Liam,
big up Liam on his birthday, man.
Happy birthday, bro. Wait, let me find the
Trust
beat.
me. Happy birthday, Liam, man. Trust me.
There you go. Happy birthday, Liam, man. I hope you're having a blessed 14th. H says, louder PTSD. Matt, do a Bane impression.
What though? H, what line? Give me the line, H. You don't have to say.
Man just wants to change your subject, you know what I mean?
Change the subject. I know that season there, I can't lie, because remember that season as well. I don't even want to talk about it, bro, because that's the season that Mane went to the centre forward, made it his own. Diaz was cooking up on the left. We was doing we had NFT midfield. Bro, we was cooking. Flip sake, man. I don't want to go back there, bro. I'm not going to lie. Don't want to go back there, man.
Hold on. I'm going to try and cheer you up.
Don't want to go back there, man.
Jamrock, so it was me, Drift. If we were up by a lot earlier in the game, we would have forced City to take more chances and leave the back line even more exposed. Yeah, I agree. And I don't think we were leading against Wolves until they'd already made their comeback as well. So it wasn't like there was a point where we were actually winning the league. So even though they had the 2-0 lead, even though Villa had the 2-0 lead, because we weren't beating Wolves, there wasn't actually a point during the day when Liverpool were top of the league, which is kind of like what's wrong with us as well. Do you know what I mean? Like at home to Wolves. And we ended up beating Wolves 3-1 in the end. So it ended up looking comfortable on the scoreline. But the game had already gone. Like it didn't matter anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like that was proper jarring, man. This is the line that H wants you to do, bro.
You think the darkness is your ally?
Yo. I might send it to Bane for the rest of the episode, man.
I want to bring people some joy. So give me a sec, Matt. I'm gonna try and find some joy.
Nah, man, people, you know what it is? That season there, like, obviously we won the double, but I agree with you, Drift. I think if we win the Prem, even though we conceded the goal, I just feel like something within us would have just helped us get over the line in terms of against Real Madrid. I still think we would have conceded, but I think we would have wanted to score.
Yeah, I just feel like the momentum would have just been there, bro.
Yeah, we would have felt almost invincible. And sometimes we would, and I feel like we would also have played without the handbrake, because we would have felt within ourselves, this is a bonus now, and you play without the handbrake because you've won the Prem. So imagine that you've won the Prem, you won the FA Cup, won the Carling Cup. It's like if we win the Champions League, like the pressure's kind of off you in a way because you've already got those three. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's different. It's hard to explain, people, but you know what I'm trying to say, innit?
No, it's big facts, bro. It's absolutely big facts.
Imagine that, bro. I can't. But you know what, though? This season, obviously, it's early doors, but it's early doors. You can't predict nothing, but I think we're going to be more of a problem than maybe we thought of because we were looking at the transfer window. And we can see shortcomings in the squad. Pause. We can. There are places in the squad we look at and go, we could be stronger. However, no one's perfect. Even City are not perfect, as great as they are. Because you know what's so crazy about City? City have done the opposite, which in terms of what they've done for years. Their defense is actually impregnable. Their defense is a mad thing. They've got like 6 centre backs or something. And what it is, their centre backs can do the left back and the right back thing. But you see with City, take out Haaland. I don't want him to get injured or anything, but I'm saying, say like Haaland's missing for whatever reason. They are a different team. I rate Alvarez, but you don't put fear like Haaland. And I also feel like, remember, if you look at how Man City play, Haaland will always be the spearhead of their attack, and Alvarez is able to find space. I'm not trying to say Alvarez can't find space without Haaland, but it's different. Haaland can occupy a whole back line by himself and allow Alvarez in that second striker role just to kind of do what he needs to do. I'm telling you, man, as sick as they are, and I know they got Doku in that, and Doku is good, but Doku, in my opinion, is not like world class. Doku is a talent. But yeah.
All right, I'm gonna bring the people back up. Apologies for bringing everybody down. I'm gonna bring everybody back up now. Here we go. I can't fucking take this shit, bro. Bro, this man.
Hey yo. No, we got this still. Come on, boys. Come on. I remember this one, you know, people. What do you mean? That's when my hairline was kind of just there hanging on for the Champions League, you know. And then after when we won the Champions League,
it's our moment.
Said, yo.
Oh,
I like it. Handball!
Divock!
Yes! Yes! Oh! Divine! Oh my God!
Fucking man!
Divine!
That's his moment!
Divine!
That's his fucking moment, bro!
Divine!
Fucking man!
Divine! Bro! Can't be won it! I'm telling you, bro! Oh!
Oh, I can't do this!
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about! Fucking hell, bro!
What did I say to you, bro? What did I say to you? Divock, bro!
Does everyone feel better now? I brought the mood back up. The happy times.
Oh, yes!
The happy times.
Divock, bro! Man's got this, but... Bro! Divock, you know. Can I finish? Pat that, bro. Man, pat it, bro. That is so thing, you know. Now we can relax.
No, bro, I'm not relaxed till that bell goes, bro.
Nah, fam.
Oh, look at the touch from Matip. Fucking Divock! Oh, my God!
Divock is the
fucking hell, bro. Give him what he wants. What does he want? 250 grand a week? Fucking give him it. Win, Millie. Come on, boys. No, do not let them score now after all that hard work.
No, bro.
Calm. What does Divock want? Bruv, I don't even care if he wants Sanchez money, bruv. Give him it. Are you mad, bruv? I don't care what he wants. What does he want?
Oh my days, man. Look at the Sanchez. Giving him Sanchez money. We were unruly back then, you know, people. Unruly.
Ah, mad thing. There you go, people. I brought the mood back up. Them good times.
Trust
Man,
me,
like
the settings were different back then, you know, people.
Alright, you know what? There is one bit that I have to replay, though. Hold on.
Is it the Carriers thing? The Carriers thing. Bro, you know one of the goals? Yeah, I'm trying to remember what goal it was. I went like this, yeah, like go, bro. I kid you not, one goal, and nearly broke my own hand. Trying to remember what was that?
Hold on.
It might have even been way back to Coutinho days. Trying to remember, but mad thing. What are you looking for? What?
No,
It's got. It better be a victory.
It's this bit here. It's this bit here. Oh no.
It better be a victory. It better not be no losing thing. Because we're bringing the vibes back.
What's that waiting? Talk to me now, you pussy clut. Where's all the haters at? Where are they? Huh? Where are they? Where's all the Man City fans? Yeah, you did win the league, but this is the one you won. But pedigree wins this motherfucker. Real shit. You win the league with history, not money. Because pussy class. Get in. Apologize to the neighbors, please.
I'm not apologizing.
Apologize to
Bro,
the
I swear down, yeah.
Apologize.
He's a Liverpool fan.
Hey, bro, I want to go back to them days. Them days are the realest days. Bro, them are the realest days, bro.
Oh, man.
Man was
There
in
you are. I
Champions
brought the
League
mood back
finals.
up. I brought the mood back up. Oh, man. We need to go back to them days for real, bro. We actually need to go back to them days, man. Fuck it, no. Rob says 7-0 against Man United. The watch along is pure joy. Nah, you know what? That felt like an extremely good day.
Oh, that 7-0 one was a mad thing, you know.
A Don calls
Lamy, man.
Matt,
let me read it. Matt looking like the egg. Oh, allow it. Why you gotta do that, bro? Man's talking about the game and that. You talk about man's head shape and that. Pause. Let me live, bro. I told you the headline's gone now. Yeah? Let a man live. Let me live, bro. You know what I'm saying? Those were the days where the headline was like, yeah, you know what? We're just gonna send you a warning shot. And after that, you know what time it is, bro. You got one more chance. You got one more chance. That's what it did, didn't it? But let me live, man. Let me live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what? I brought the mood back up. So
nah, jokes for that story. That you know what? It just goes to show you what football does as well, bro. Like the emotions in football is so crazy. And you know when people say like football's just a game, it is a game, but it just how football can make you react is crazy. It's just a goal or winning. It's just like you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you have to take that back. You just said what those people say that we hate, where you're like, it's just some men kicking a ball around.
No. What I'm trying to say is like it's so mad when you deep like how like if someone writes it down on a piece of paper, someone will look at you and go, What man are all getting emotional over that? Like that's crazy, but it doesn't work like that. You know what I'm trying to say?
I mean,
work like that. Football's the real shit, bro.
I don't think sport in general can be matched in terms of.
But sport brings out emotion. That's what it does.
No, but you know that euphoric feeling. I don't think
Euphoria.
You get it anywhere. But you don't get it anywhere but sport, in my opinion. People who don't watch sport might be able to tell me there's something else, but I don't think you get that euphoria anywhere else because I don't think there's any other part of life where you're dependent on other people for your joy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like the majority of the time, you're in control of your own joy or whatever to some degree. I think sport is the only time where you have no control over it. And that's what gives you that like euphoric, over the top emotional reaction to it, because what you wanted to happen has happened, but you had no control over it. It's a weird one. It's a weird one, but yeah, it's just and I would say football. I know you think basketball, maybe. I know Americans might say baseball, and there'll be other sports and whatnot. But in terms of like team sport, because I don't think you can get that euphoric feeling from having an individual win.
It's more
like even if you're a real supporter of that guy, like a boxer or a tennis player or something like that, I still don't think you get that euphoric feeling when they win like you do with a team sport. If you get what I mean. Like whoever your favorite fighter is winning a fight is not going to give you the same feeling as your favorite team winning.
No, but that's only because
in my opinion, anyway.
For a lot of people have like their primary sport, so to speak, and the sport that you grew up with, in it, and that sport you kind of hold dearest to you, in it. It could be that sport, could be anything, by the way. But I always kind of feel like whether it's, and you're right, maybe when it's an individual, it's very different, but when it's a team aspect, I don't know, it is different to individual.
Yeah,
so
I can hear you. I'm just fixing my back.
Yeah, it's different. Man, big up Sean, you know. Man said I cried when we beat Barca, so I'm okay with that. Yo, big up yourself, brother. I'm sure bare people was crying when we beat Barca because nobody, thought we was gonna win that game. For the preview, me and Drift both said it was done. For the preview, I remember the preview like it was yesterday. Yeah. Callum said we might have a chance. When I say we was Callum, what are you talking about? He didn't say we were gonna win, he said we might have a chance. I said, bro, what are you being stupid for? I literally said that. I said, bro, you're being silly. Why are you saying that? He was like, no, bro, we got a chance. So I'm trying to say, man.
Big up H, you read my mind, bro. I was literally just about to say, Reg, I smashed my plate on the wall when Ali scored versus West Brom. Bro, that is the closest that I think I've come to crying.
That game was emotional.
Feeling what it was like.
That game was emotional.
For Ali, having known what it's like to lose a loved one, to go through all of that like on a personal level, to know what Ali had been through, the emotion of everything, with the hunt for top 4, the fact he's a goalkeeper, he's got no right to score, he's not even supposed to be in the box. Everything about it, it was just, bruv, it was crazy. Like, I felt the emotion. Have you ever felt that emotion that bubbles up in you and it's kind of uncontrollable? That kind of like emotional, like it's weird, bruv. It was, I don't know. If we was live for the watch along, that would have been mad. Because we didn't do a watch along for that game. If we was live for that watch along, that would have surely been the best like live moment captured when Ali scored that header.
Yeah, the 100. That game was...
And I think that's why a lot of people hate on us. Because I'm not saying other teams don't have magical moments in games. Of course they do. Like immediately, straight away, I just think of Solskjaer scoring the winning goal in the Champions League in 99. And like Man United win. Of course, other teams have those magical moments. Like that's obvious. But like in terms of just like constant and how many, I don't know if people have just got those iconic Liverpool level
No, they
moments.
do, but they don't have as much as ours. For example, Barcelona beating them from 3-0 down, bro, to win 4-3.
That's what I mean. Like, how many?
That
That
doesn't happen in football. 2005 against arguably one of the best teams to be ever assembled in football. We're not talking about a team that just had good players. We're talking about a team, one of the best teams of all time. Maldini, Shevchenko, Kaká, Crespo, Seedorf, Cafu, Silvinho. Are you? That never happens against a team like that. When you compare to the team that we had, it don't happen.
No, it's true. I do believe that is the best comeback in football history. And
I think
people might say I'm being biased.
Because I look at the two teams, and as much as I love my team, that team that we had, how can I forget Pilos? That team we had was so inferior, it's not even funny. It's so inferior.
Yeah.
It's so, bro, when you're gassing and trying to say stuff like, Oh, Milan Barros is a bad man, and Cisse, even though obviously Cisse got hurt, but their man are sick. Their man have got Shevchenko and Crespo. Their man are legends. They got Pirlo. Man's a legend. They got. Hear the legends. Their
midfield was Pirlo, Gattuso, Seedorf, and Kaká.
Bro, hear the legends. Just hear the legends. No, we're not talking world class. The legends. Maldini, Stam, Nesta, Cafu, Gattuso, Pirlo, Seedorf, Kaká, Crespo, Shevchenko. They're not just they're legends.
That's one of the best football teams ever assembled.
That's what I'm trying to say. But
that AC Milan team is one of the best football teams ever assembled.
That man were doing up diamond like what Real Madrid are doing now. And you know, Ancelotti's on smoke with the when Ancelotti gets his diamond. Man had Kaká in the 10.
If I asked you to name me a better back four than Cafu, Maldini, Stam, and Nesta, how hard would it be for you to name me a better back four?
Bro, do you know I'm mad? Well, hold on. So that it was Cafu, Stam, Nesta, and Maldini. Yeah, you said it right. Yeah.
Who's a better back? How hard would it be for you to find me a better back four than that?
Them man were doing the inverted thing before invert even existed, because Maldini was doing that left back and centre back at the same time. So yeah, left back and then going into. Bro, you don't. Their back four was a madness. And this is probably when Stam was already on an Angelone. That's all I'm going to say, people. Yeah, Stam clocking up like mad pace, 60-yard dash in like 2 seconds, bro.
The Dortmund game.
It's crazy.
Do you know, the only, I mean, this is just off the top of my head, the only comeback that I can think of the magnitude of some of the Liverpool comebacks is the Barcelona comeback against PSG. Do you remember the Barcelona comeback?
When Neymar got 2.
Because that game even had the twist that they went a goal. They actually let PSG
went a goal down.
As well.
Did they win 5-4 or something stupid?
I think it was 5-4.
Yeah, that game is actually fake, though.
What's his name for PSG scored and made it even worse? My man, I can't remember his fucking name.
Who? Sorry, say that again.
The Uruguayan.
What? Cavani.
Cavani, yeah, Cavani.
It was a
6-1
thing. Was it
Cavani scored? Remember, and then that meant that it was even worse. And then Barca still went through.
Was it 5-1 or 6-1 in the end? No, when I say Barca done absolute madness, bro.
That is one of the only other comebacks I can think of that can rival.
Neymar went. I was 6-5 on aggregate, bro. I remember when Neymar turned Super Saiyan that day.
Yeah. Neymar was the reason.
He went Super Saiyan God. He went Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan God.
That game was absolutely nuts. Mad.
People talk about Messi, rightly so. Neymar went to another level that day.
Moving on just quickly, Jamrock has quickly said, Drift, did you see the news about Nunes? Is it true? From what I can hear, guys,
I haven't seen that, bro.
He was subbed off with muscular difficulties, but he doesn't have an injury, apparently.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
I don't know what muscular issues can be if it's not an injury. Was it cramp then maybe, or what? I don't know. But apparently, a lot of people are saying that Bielsa brought him off because they could see that maybe he might get injured, so they did a prevention thing. So hopefully that he's okay, guys. I mean, again, we don't know. I don't need Nunes getting injured when he's about to hit form and all that. He's even been playing really well on international duty. So, yeah.
All I said is, like you said, Darwin arrived. So this is the bit where I get a bit annoyed. Hear this now. This is from Bielsa. Darwin arrived with some muscular difficulties that limited him in his actions. I thought it was necessary to replace him because he overworked trying to press and attack in the last game. So why did you play him if he came with difficulties? I don't understand that. Pause.
He's one of their better players, isn't it? That's why. Remember, Uruguay, they have some good players, but they're in a transitional type of thing now. So Nunes is one of their important players. They can't really not play him in it. Like, yeah, fatigue, muscle tightness. Let's just hope he's all right. We're probably going to have to give him the week off, though. If he's had muscle tightness, we can't play him against Wolves. We've got to let that.
I
Do you
don't
know
think
what I
he'll
mean?
play. I think it might. I mean, obviously, in fact, no, we won't talk about it now. We don't want to spoil like the preview. We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
preview. So, but I don't. Yeah.
Theo says Andre in January. There are a lot of rumors going around about Liverpool going in for Andre.
Fabrizio said, "Don't rule out Liverpool and Andre because he goes. They've got a very good relationship with Fluminense. And he said it's one to keep an eye on as they think he's a special player. I think we'll go back in for Andre as well, personally. Whether that'll be in January or the summer, I don't know. But I also know Liverpool, I think, see him as the replacement for Thiago. And I think Liverpool are going for him. I think
I disagree, but I think they see him as the Fabinho replacement. I think
you think?
I think Gravenberch is the Thiago replacement.
I think it'll be Andre, but the difference is Andre can do up six a bit more than Thiago, especially in this system. Because here's the thing: Thiago could do six at Bayern, but it was a double pivot six in it, not single pivot.
Yeah,
there is a difference in it. You know what I'm saying? But I think Liverpool look at him and go, he can do six, he can do eight. He's a one hell of a talent. He's press resistant. Let's go, bro. If we get Andre, and obviously we kind of already can see as well that most likely Thiago's going to leave. I'm not gonna lie. I think Andre is he's one of them players where you can see like the potential is so high that it's almost like a given that he's gonna maybe eventually become world class. And that's a bold statement to say, but he has that it's hard to explain. He's got them world class abilities and tendencies that I think if he stays level headed and he plays at the highest level, don't be surprised if someone snaps him up, bro. That's why I think we have to try and get him now. I don't want Man City to go
what would
someone else.
What would be good about bringing him in January, in my opinion, would be you'd be able to let him bed in slowly. Remember, he would have just finished the full season. I don't think it would be a good idea to like rinse him out, because then that would have meant that he'd gone like 11, 12 months of just constantly playing football. I think you've got to be like mindful of the fact he just finished the full season. But what it will mean is he'll get used to the club, and then you can fry him in here and there, and then like let him have a pre-season.
What, in January thing? But like what happened with Diaz.
if we bring in him, no. But because Diaz was playing European football, it was okay for Diaz to be thrown into the deep end because he was already warmed up. While with Andre, he would have just finished the full season, because remember the way their season works, it's not
ends
the
in
same
December,
as
innit? Yeah.
So he would have finished when we get him. He would have just come off the back of a whole season. We can't then ask him for the next 5 months of our season to go ham, because then that means that he's played a ridiculously a lot of football all within a short space of time.
I hear that.
But what you can do is you can throw him in here and there, and he can also get used to the club. So therefore, when we get to the summertime and then we get to pre-season, he's already acclimatized to Liverpool. His English will be better. He'll know his teammates more, and then he can start next season on fire. You're putting less pressure on him. And maybe that was why we brought Endo in, because maybe Endo came in so that Endo could actually play a big part in what we need to do right now. And then once Andre comes in, Endo can then become a squad player in the way Milner and Henderson were. Flexible players for different positions in the pitch. Centre back, right back, whatever. Like utility players. Because let's keep it honest, you need utility players. Whether we like it or not, you do need utility players. When you've got a limited squad, you have to have some players who can play. Do you know what I mean? And Endo is capable of doing that. If we go and get Andre, I think the plan was clear. Endo will hold down the fort. Andre's the future. That was why we didn't spend a lot of money on Endo. That's why we weren't as bothered about his age, etc., etc. So only the future will show what the plan is. If we go for Andre, then I think that's what it is. Especially the fact that they know they can get him for half of the money. I think it was 44 million now, or it's 20 million at the end of the season. Like, come on, man, that's FSG, that 101 maths. Like, they're not going to pay 44 mil now when they can just get it for 20
Yeah, something like that, 25. I get what you're saying. I just think...
You know what I mean? So...
I just think regardless of what Liverpool thinking, go and get the player. Just go and get the player. Just go and get him. Trust me. Quality player.
And you know what? A couple of people, I haven't watched it, but a couple of people in the chat have said Endo was really good in Japan's battering of Germany as well.
I just saw the highlights. So. Endo was moving mad still. I can't even lie. He was moving mad. Well, Endo was he looked good. I can't lie. He looked good. in the all-conquering Japan team. I'll be honest.
Okay, so their season ends in November, so he would have had a month off. Fair dues. I thought it was December their league finished. If it's November,
I didn't know that. So I thought it was December.
Okay, so he'd have had a month off, so maybe he might be all right then. Still, a month is quite a long time. But then he'd have to get back up to speed as well, though, because he'll be like, he'll be out of match
bro.
practice.
I'll be honest. I know what you're saying about perfect scenario. I just want to get the player. If it means we got to get him in January, just get the player. I don't want to see the player go somewhere else because I feel like it'll be a missed opportunity. He's that good, bro. In my opinion, he's one of them ones where it's like you can get someone at a modest fee, but the ceiling is very high, bro. You have to take that chance and go and get him. We have to, bro. Have to.
I hear that. Imran says, "Did you see what Scholes said about Gerrard?" Yep, that conversation's over now. If the man himself says it, then stand up at Man United. That's your legend who's saying it. So I think you should be the ones who are listening.
But that's what you see how people will argue and talk about Gerrard, especially rivals. Gerrard's peers rate him that highly to the point where they're just like, listen, we understand man's ability. He was just unfortunate that the teams he played in weren't at the levels that they were playing in because they fully understand. Because they're saying like, he didn't play in the same level that I played in. But I'll be honest, I don't know if I could have done what he could have done. I
think that was the most defining moment of the interview. When he was asked if you swapped you to.
He said, "Could you do what Gerrard did?"
And he was
no. like, "No."
And he said, "But I think it's pretty obvious that Gerrard could have done what I did in Man United's team." And there you go. And I rate Scholes for that honesty. I do. And I think Scholes is a baller. He's better than Lampard.
No, Scholes is a baller.
Because I know that's the three that normally get put in a conversation, Lampard, Gerrard, and Scholes. Scholes is better than Lampard for me, hands down. There's not even
a footballer.
There's not even a conversation.
As a footballer, Scholes is better. Listen, I'm not going to discredit Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard was a good attacking midfielder. But when people say complete, for me, he wasn't a complete midfielder. You know that there's a different conversation.
Who, Lampard?
Right?
No.
I will always you see Lampard. I'm never going to discredit him and say he wasn't an amazing goal scoring midfielder because he was, and he was given the platform to do that. He was given the platform, and he had the right players around him to get the best out of him. There's no denying that. That's why he was able to be world class at what he does. However, when we talk about complete centre midfielders, Lampard does not go in that bracket for me. He's not a complete centre mid. He's a very good attacking midfielder, but he's not a complete midfielder. There's a difference.
So yeah, that one's put to bed. And big up 12th man says hypothetical question: if Kelleher, Tsimikas, Matip, Gomez, and Doak start the Europa, who captains the team, and is that team good enough to win? This kind of goes back to what we're talking about at the beginning about like there being a lot of changes and stuff like that. He's got a good point because obviously if Gomez is playing right back and Matip is playing instead of Van Dijk, then obviously the two captains won't be there. Ali wouldn't be in goal because Kelleher would be playing. Who would be captain of that team? Robbo wouldn't be playing because Tsimikas would be playing. Who would be captain of that team? H says Joey. Joey has actually been made captain in a preseason.
Yeah, maybe before. Joey, but I'm trying to think who the talkers are. Who's like? I don't know.
Would it be Matip? Would it be Matip?
It sounds crazy, but I don't think Matip is captain material, you know. I think Matip is one of them man just let him get. I think it might be Gomez.
It might actually. That would be mad still. Gomez being captain in a competitive game. That would be mad still.
It might be Gomez still.
What if you added in a few other players who do need some game time? So, for example, Thiago, who might get some Europa League games. Thiago could be captain.
Yeah, because he could lead by example, and I think he commands respect.
No, I just think, I think he commands respect. I think everybody
he commands respect.
Respects
And I think when he
whatever
talks, he listens.
says, people are going to listen.
Yeah. I think Thiago could do it. I generally do think he could do it because I think his English is also very good as well, even before he even arrived.
His English is immaculate. He speaks
bro,
English
when I spoke to
accent,
Thiago,
bro, I don't even know how he does it, bro.
When I spoke to Thiago, he knew exactly everything. He didn't look at me and go, huh? He knew exactly what I said when I spoke to him, bro.
Bruv, he doesn't even have an accent, really. You know, when you hear him speak,
he's just got a deep voice, though. He's got a deep voice.
He's got a deep voice.
His voice is deep still.
You know what? Good shout, A9. Curtis. What
Curtis
we saying,
Jones,
bro? What we saying? Curtis Jones could lead the team out
over Thiago.
Well, based on the fact that he's
All jokes aside, all right,
he's
let me
been
ask
under
you this.
23 captain, so he's obviously got Liverpool.
No, it's not
captain
about what I
experience.
think. I'm just saying, do you think Klopp would make him captain over Thiago? This ain't about me. I'm asking you. Like, if
you're future proofing the team, I think there's a possibility.
Not
yes. If you're thinking
future-proofing,
about
bro.
right in that moment, maybe not. No, but you do have to think about those things because Jones will probably be with Liverpool.
No,
for
but
a long
I'm looking
time.
at it like, no, all right, I hear what you're saying, but I'm looking at it like when Europa League and Klopp's thinking who's gonna captain the team just for this game. I think he's gonna say Thiago. I could be wrong. Maybe he does put, but I just think he goes Curtis Jones. I don't know. Curtis Jones, Thiago. Sorry, I think he goes Thiago, but I could be wrong though, fam. He might do Curtis Jones. I big up Curtis Jones if he is captain because he's had to put up with a lot of, a lot of haters and everything there. You get me?
No, those Matt's like, yeah. Well, me and Thiago was kicking it. Just suddenly throwing that in there.
Yeah, no, because obviously I met Thiago in it. I'm just what I'm trying to say for the people that might not necessarily know in it. There might be people that are just joined today for the first time. Your boy met Thiago, them ones there. Like.
Big up, Joseph. People, smash that like button. Smash the like button for us, guys.
Spoke to man. Proper set. Them ones
there. Big up, Stephen. 9-month member. Big up yourself, bro. Says big up, guys. How is your team doing in FPL? That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, fam. I'm not really. This year, I'm more Morpheus than Neo this year, innit? I'm just trying to make sure the league's running smoothly, that everyone can enter in their passcodes. Everyone's got access to the league. That's me. I'm more the janitor in it this year. I'll be honest. I'm the janitor, bro.
If you say so.
I'm not on the front lines in that.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a good week. I had Ferguson and Haaland who both got hat tricks. So yeah, I had a good week. They got me 37 points, just those two. Who did I have captain? I made Blood Clot Bakayo my captain. Fuck.
No, you don't.
I dropped the ball big time there.
Not ever, bro. Not ever. That
was because I thought he was going to move to Man United, but he actually had a really bad game. He's actually been poor for a little while still. I actually think he's going under the radar, and the Arsenal fans are just hiding behind it. Saka's been crap so far this season, but they don't want to have that conversation. They're not ready for that conversation.
He's a star boy, though, and he's doing well, innit? And he's doing well. Saka, he's doing well, man. Best right wing in the league, innit? He's doing well. Still doing well.
Every time people say star boy, I just get the weekend. I'm a star boy.
I don't even know where to start. Star boy, this sounds so cheesy. But yeah, we moved, though, innit?
But it's true, though, innit? It's not a hating thing. I'm completely not doing a hating thing. It's just
Saka's a quality player, though.
Saka has been really poor this season, but nobody's saying nothing because he's the star boy. If Mo Salah was having the start to the season that Saka's having, best believe Mandem will be on his case, bro. Best believe Mandem will be on his case.
No, but Saka's good, though. No, Saka's good, but he's just...
No, we're not talking about his ability. We're talking about how well he's playing at the moment.
I think he's been all right. What is people do the whole, he's been sick? Nah, he's been all right. It's been all right. It's been all right. You know what I'm saying?
He scored 1 goal against Aston Villa. And other than that, he's done nothing.
Yeah, but Salah's only got 2. Let's not do... It's not about goals. It's about how you're contributing.
Well, he's missing sitters in against Man United and stuff like that. I'm just saying, he ain't been playing well.
Yeah, I hear that.
Do me a favor and read this out for me, bro, so I can do the scrolling thing. FPL in the building. Can you see that, yeah?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can make it a bit bigger. Is that better there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, just read it out for me, bro, and I'll do the scrolling.
Big dogs in first place, second place, Faceless London, Third place, Stevie Wonders. Oi, fourth place, haven't got a clue.
That name's cold.
That name is cold, bro. Oi, fifth place, Dominic Soberslide. I like that one still.
There ain't much. Look at the points as well, bro. There's not much in this, you know.
Sorry,
1, 2, 3. There's not much point.
There's only 6 points covering the top 5. You man are moving like it's a Man City Liverpool thing. I can't lie, bro. Even 10 points separating the first. We got no beats in 6th place. Only 10 points behind first place. All right, scroll down from 6 now, Drift.
I haven't a clue. Had a big week as well.
He had a bold week.
I've got to check what he was. His son, he had all the hat-trick scorers in his team. No,
you shouldn't do that though, Drift. You're exposing man's team, bro.
People can go and look for themselves.
No, but you know what it is? People ain't got time for it, but because you're looking at a man that got 100 and something points. You see me, you just expose man's man.
Like, the game's the game, man.
Man says, yo, let me see what my man's doing.
That's a big week. That's a
big week. Everybody, if you want to get 108 points, go check out that brother there. That Drifter showed you. He's on smoke. He's on smoke. But this week is a new week, though, and I tell you what it is as well, Drift. Why this week is a tricky one, because when everyone comes back from international duty, you don't know what condition everyone's going to be in it. You get what I'm trying to say? So sometimes it can be the gamble thing where you got to make that gamble. So, but yeah, 7th place, Night LFC with 288 points. In 8th place, Alice in Wonderland in 8th place. Alpha Omega FC's in 9th place with 286 points. Then Very Mid 2023 with 284 points. In 11th place is Hom Sur Lane, 283. Pain in Diaz in 12th place, 282 points. Mudrick and Morty in 13th place, 282 points. I'm Him is in 14th place in 281 points. Virgil 96. He's in 14th place with 281 points. And the Untouchables in 16th place with 280 points. You're done now. That's the top 16.
Yeah, man. Well, we got to give a special shout out to man leading right now. Big dogs.
Big dogs.
Liam is winning.
Man like Liam leading the pack, 300 points, but only 1 place behind is Faceless London. And then 2 points behind that is Stevie Wonders. And then 3 points behind is Haven't Got a Clue. And then in 5th place, only 6 points behind is Dominic Soberslide. Jeez.
Heating up at the top of the league, man.
Right,
so
6
big up
points
you,
for
man.
covering the top 5, What we saying?
That is what you call you need to make the right decision.
Right,
everything counts when there's only 5 points in it.
Don't mess up this week, people. Don't mess
That's
it up.
a mad thing. If anyone wants to know the code, it's pinned to our Twitter, guys. If you want to know the code to get in.
It's on the Twitter thing.
I do believe if you already have your team existing, if you jump into
also
the league,
there on the screen as well.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
It's there. Put like this as well. If you joined it from last year, I think you just got to go to your league. You got, because what it is, I think if you've done it before the season, it'll ask you for like your login and that you log back in, and then you'll be able to see the leagues that you was in before. Then you can kind of re-enter. You get me? So there it is, right there, people. FPL, don't miss about. Who's gonna be first place this year? Let's see what happens. But yeah, people, I think we're gonna head out now. Still, is there one more super?
Yeah, we got one more from Imran. Big up your damn self. Each 37 months, Imran. You're already a legend anyway, but that's
all right. Big up Imran, man.
Big up your damn self. Says much love, Matt and Drift. Where's Jigsaw, aka Reese? I don't know. Where is he? I don't even know.
Ain't he gone on loan? I swear he's on loan.
Let me check where he is.
I swear he's gone on loan, blood.
He is.
I swear Reese Williams went on loan, people. I'm not.
Aberdeen. He's on loan at Aberdeen.
I tell you, on loan.
He's on loan at Aberdeen, guys. He's 22 now. Right, he ain't even
that's
a young
No, but that's still kind of young though. He's 22, bro. He's only
no, but
22
you know,
still.
I'm not used to him being of.
Let me put it into perspective. You know, Trent is 24.
25, but yeah, I know. Yeah.
Do you know how old that sounds for Trent, bro?
Yeah,
that sounds weird, bro.
I know.
That sounds weird.
But at 22, Reese should already be becoming who he's supposed to be.
I want Trent to stay 25, blood.
I think
stay in
you
his peak and just do his
if
thing,
you're 22 and you're so far away from the first team that you're not even an afterthought, then you're that's it. Do you get what I mean? I'm not being disrespectful. He's not even an afterthought. You know that man isn't considered in any way, shape, or form. So
Trent will be 25 in November. Nah, the world's moving too fast, bro. Do you know what I knew? Do you know how I knew? Yeah, that man's just getting old out here. You know, Neymar's like 31 or 32 drift.
But do you know when I felt old? When
Neymar. Yeah, that got me as well. I
remember that guy busting through as a 17-year-old, and now man's retired. Yeah,
now the Neymar, bro. Neymar's like 32, you know.
Yeah, him and Coutinho's the same age. Yeah, I know.
Bro, do you know how mad that is?
Yeah.
Nah, fam. We got to win the league.
All right, Theo, when you put it like that, that's crazy. Szoboszlai is younger than Phil Foden.
How old is Szoboszlai again?
22.
Hold on, he's older than Foden. He's younger than Foden, sorry.
Younger than Foden. If you deep that, that's crazy, isn't it?
Bro, I remember when Foden when he's in the lineup with David Silva back in the day. Do you know how mad that is? That was like 4 or 5 years ago, bro. That's a mad thing. I can't even lie. That is crazy.
That is actually mad.
That is crazy, bro.
Do you know what? This is true. That big up Ram. Apparently, Andre is ready for a move in Jan.
He's ready for a move in the summer. Big up Rams. Apparently, he wanted to go in the summer, but it's just like his Fluminense. They were like, "Listen, I know you want to go Liverpool, but you have to respect the thing, innit? We got the Copa Libertadores. We got a chance to win it." And he was like, "All right, cool. Say no." Hold on, Diaz will be 27.
That makes sense because he was 25 when we bought him.
Was Diaz that? Why did I think Diaz was younger? Is Diaz going to be... Hold on, Diaz is going to be 27 this year.
He was 25 when we bought him, so that makes sense. Yeah.
Nah, fam. People need to start... No.
Do you know what? This is the one. Real talk. Theo Walcott has retired. Do you feel old yet? Bro, that right there actually hit... When I watched him say he was retiring, I thought, nah, hold on a minute. Theo Walcott is retiring.
Do you know what I knew it was a rap? Do you remember when Theo Walcott got called up to the World Cup, yeah, and he never played no football? But he got caught by Sven-Göran Eriksson.
Yeah,
it might have been 2006 World Cup.
17 at that time.
When he went to the first World Cup in 2006. Yeah, people go and check that. I think it's 2006. Let me see how good my memory is. I think it's 2006 World Cup, or was it 2000? I think. Yeah, I think it's 2006. Yeah, I think, and now he's retired.
Mad, isn't it?
I'm old, fam. I'm
mad.
Old.
But Ben Doak was born in 2005.
Man said the Champions League. Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
That is mad, bro.
Nuts. Mad. But anyway, big up people for this off the cuff international break special show. Obviously, we're away for 4 days. You know, we don't normally do that, but, you know, family events, etc. Just needed a little break, little time off. We will be back with the preview, maybe even tomorrow, guys. So stay tuned.
Tomorrow still. Yeah, stay tuned for it. Might be tomorrow, though.
Might be tuned.
Still. If not tomorrow, definitely Friday. Be there.
Yeah. And then, man, we start to count up to the game or count down.
Game settings. We'll be live, obviously, because the game's on TNT Sport.
I'm not gonna get used to that. I'm just gonna keep calling it BT Sport.
No. You gotta go TNT, fam. We gotta do
TNT. What is this? A bloody Looney Tunes cartoon, bro?
It's proper things, man. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what they used to say TNT when the Wile E. Coyote used to buy products to try and
I'll tell you what was
Road
TNT.
Runner,
Do you remember WCW? That was on TNT.
Was
Do you
it?
remember? The channel,
No,
yeah, bro. Yeah, it was on the channel still. Big out all the wrestling man there. Remember TNT? That's what the channel was for WCW.
Actually, I do think I remember that. I do.
Monday Night Raw was on channel on Sky. Flip. Sky 1. Monday Night Raw. Old school settings. Raw is War. It's on Sky 1, I think. Or Sky Sports.
No, I tell you what was real crazy is the other day.
You know.
The other day when I saw them celebrating, I think it was 30 years of SmackDown. Bruv, I said, yo,
damn.
What?
30 years of SmackDown.
I'm sure, or Raw.
Bro, I remember.
It was Raw or SmackDown. It was one of them. It was like celebrating 30 years. I thought, no, this is mad.
That is crazy. If you was alive for Raw is War, not Raw, it was called Raw is War, and the theme tune used to go. If you was about for them days there, nah, bro. Raw is War.
Mad. That is mad. That freaked me out.
Them times there, man used to think the storylines were real. And if they weren't real, they were too freaking close to be real.
If you're old enough to remember a time when wrestling, when it wasn't a main event, it was just a guy you liked beating up any youth that didn't even really have a name. Do you remember them days? Because when it got into that like WWE kind of era where like bad man would fight on Raw, and it didn't have to be like SummerSlam or whatever. That was when wrestling truly became what it was. Before that, if it was an off-the-cuff thing, just a normal weekly show, it would just be Hulk Hogan beating up the janitor. You remember them ones, bruv? Like it would just be like, some rubbish guy. And it'd just be like target practice.
But that's what I'm trying to say. It was like wrestling for me peaked when it became the Attitude Era. Raw is War. Monday night. No. So if I'm not mistaken, in the UK, it used to come on a Friday. Was it a Friday or Monday? I feel like it was on a Friday, you know.
No. SmackDown was on a Thursday. Raw was on a
Monday. No. Raw is War for
Monday.
UK.
Yeah, it was a Monday. It was Monday.
It's Friday night.
No, I'm sure it was Monday.
Because we never got it live, bro. In the UK, old school settings, Raw is War was see Darren Robinson. First thing he said, Friday.
Friday. Yeah, no, you're right. Because I remember I used to get all my snacks ready and that. Me and my brother.
Remember, in the US, it was on a Monday because we never got it live back then. We got it. Remember, it was kind of taped, but for us, it was live. If that made sense.
Yeah,
it was Friday.
It felt
bro,
like
those were bro, Raw is War, but I swear down.
Do you remember when they introduced SmackDown and then they had to do the raffle to see what superstar plate was on Raw and who was on SmackDown?
Yeah, the roster split and all them things.
Yeah, that was the one.
And I remember because on the Friday you had, if I remember correctly, Raw is War used to start 8 till 10 people, yeah. And WCW Monday Night Nitro, which is also shown on Friday in the UK, was 9 to 11. Shout out to the people. If you know, you know. Goldberg and them man there. Jeez.
Do you know how mad it is, bruv, to think of a world with no internet where you couldn't have a spoiler?
There were no spoilers.
Because think about it. If we had to wait all week to watch it, nowadays, the internet would just spoil that thing. You'd know everything that happened. But back then, there weren't no internet to spoil it.
You had to tune in. And I remember I used to flip between the two channels. Because when Nitro used to start an hour later, bro, it's a mad thing. If you know about them times there.
Yeah, mad thing.
WWF as well. It wasn't even WWE before they got the copyright. It was WWF member.
Yeah. World Wrestling Federation, bruv.
Trust me.
Woo!
Crazy.
But
those are the days.
Last one before we go. Stephen says Soboslai was born in 2001. That's the treble year. Damn.
2001, you know.
Stephen saying he was 7 at that time. Mad.
That is crazy when you say it like that.
Soboslai, I'm not gonna lie, Soboslai definitely looks way older than a 22-year-old. He does. Yeah, we need to check that guy's passport.
Yeah, let's not do that, bro. Let's let man live. Let him live.
Yeah, I know, but
maybe it's just like flipping. No, what's my man's name? Captain America. I don't know, man. Steve Rogers and that, looking a bit older than what, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, big up your damn self, people. Smash the like button. Joseph, man. To be fair, Joseph, so was I. It just weren't my mum's.
Everybody was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Oh, man.
Don't give me joke, you know. Everybody.
Man. Big up the old crew, man. You don't get older, you just get wiser.
Trust.
But yeah, until next time, smash the like button, guys. Subscribe if you're new. And is there anything you want to say, Matt, before we take the people out?
All right, big up everyone that's joined us this evening. I know it wasn't a Monday night show, it's a Wednesday night show. You know what I'm saying? A little bit different format, but love for the love, people. Stay tuned to the socials. We'll be back again very, very shortly, either tomorrow or Friday. And obviously, we got the game on Saturday. So love for the love as always, people. You know what I'm saying?
And a quick message for all the haters that are jealous of Liverpool. You know how it goes. We're there. We'll see you lot next time, people. Peace.
Anytime, you never know. Anytime when I want to try that pussy, on the dad, me not chat to no man boy, but no boy trying to do that pussy. Come them big in your mama. You suck your mama. Me ready for run down your blood. You suck your mother. Me ready for one hour no ramp with me and see me now flush on the face, pussy. Big up a suck your mama.
Oh man, you're too much, bro.
No, bro, we have to tell the people there. We have to tell the people there. If you're a hater, you don't support Liverpool. Go on then, big and eye up.
And for anyone who's writing Liverpool off this season,
I think a good takeaway from this episode is, remember, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.